Thank you very much. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for being here. And thank you for fighting hard for Alistair. We need this guy. He's fighting hard for us. And you all know this, but I want to remind us all, we're fighting hard because governments in Ottawa, they haven't been working for you. They haven't been working for the people that need help. They've been working for those at the very top. They've been making life easier for the wealthy and the powerful corporations, and that's hurt families. That's hurt people. And we want to change that. And together we are going to change that. So this week has been Climate Strike Week around the world. And we know young people are taking to the streets in the millions across the world. And here in Victoria, we're about to go join that climate strike with Alistair. We're going to take him with us because we want to send a message to those young people who are afraid of the future, who are worried because Mr. Trudeau and leaders like him have said nice words, but haven't backed them up, have said pretty words, but it's been empty promises. And that's hurt because young people are worried, they're afraid, and they're demanding action. They're demanding why leaders are betraying their future. We want to say to those young people, we're not going to let you down. We're going to fight for you. We're going to fight for this planet. We're going to defend the climate. We're going to work hard to make sure they have a bright future. We're going to do that together. We're also going to take on the big polluters. We're going to end fossil fuel subsidies. We're going to invest in people. And I'm going to need all of you to come together and make sure we work hard to get Alistair elected. And we're going to make sure that we continue the fight here and elect New Democrats on the island, up and down the island, elect New Democrats across BC, and elect New Democrats across Canada. All right. And with that, we're going to ask you to lend Alistair to us for a couple hours so we can go do the climate strike. But I need you all to keep on working hard, knocking on those doors, letting people know that we can stand up to Big Pharma because we can bring in universal pharmacare for all.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can stand up to the insurance companies that don't want us to bring in dental services. We're going to say no to the big lobbyists and insurance companies that don't want this. And we're going to say yes to people by bringing in Dentacare for those people who don't have it.
Hear, hear.
So thank you so much. It's amazing. I'm going to ask, are there any questions from the media? Okay, great. Thank you, everybody.
We got, this is Robert Barron from the local
yes.
newspaper, Cowichan Valley Citizen. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you last time you were here.
Yes.
If you become Prime Minister, what can and will you do for people this riding? Specifics.
Yes. People this riding talk a lot about the struggles they face with housing.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a place to live. We're going to invest in building 500,000 new affordable homes across Canada. That's going to help people here in the Cowichan Valley. That's going to help people here on the island. It's a massive investment. We also know that people need help right now. So it's going to take some time to build those homes. We're going to build massively, invest right away. But for those who need help right now, we announced a $5,000 rental subsidy that's going to help 500,000 families that are just on the edge and they need a little extra help. We're going to help them out. Healthcare. Healthcare is a big concern. People are really worried about healthcare. And we're going to invest massively in expanding our healthcare system so that it's there for you and your loved ones when you need it. And that means medication coverage for all. That means if you need healthcare, whether it's going to the doctor or medication or medical devices, you should use your health card, not your credit card.
Hear, hear.
We also want to expand to dental care coverage. There's 4.3 million Canadians who have no coverage. We're going to make sure they're covered. And then with one of the biggest concerns, the most urgent crisis we're faced with, the climate crisis, we're going to invest right away, ending fossil fuel subsidies, investing in clean renewable energy, retrofitting all homes and buildings, and making sure we invest in transportation. The three largest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions are transportation, energy production, and buildings. We're going to tackle each three and make sure we build a brighter future.
Hey.
Yes, that's another commitment we have. We'll declare a public health emergency, and right away on day one, we're going to replace the old approach with a compassionate and healthcare approach. We know that putting people in jail who are struggling with addictions is not the right way. We're going to change that.
Hear, hear.
Did you have a question? Yeah.
Yesterday, there was someone who spoke at one of the events you go as far as saying that you would be open to having a clean supply of drugs?
What I said to the man who shared his story, a really heartbreaking story about his son, who wasn't a regular user, who had cleaned up and had gone through rehab, and he relapsed, and one relapse meant he lost his life. And what he was talking about is something that I think we all agree. We need to save lives, and if there's evidence that points to a certain solution, if there's proof of a solution that's going to save lives, we have to be open to those solutions. And so I'm open to any solution that's going to save lives, that's based on the evidence, that's going to make sure that we tackle this crisis like the crisis that it is. So the first step that I'm committing to right away is to replace the criminal justice approach with the healthcare approach, and I'm open to any other evidence-based solution that's going to save lives.
So is it fair to say you're open to a clean supply of drugs but not committing to it?
Yeah, so I'm saying right now is that if there's evidence of anything, of any policy that's going to save lives, that's going to make sure that we protect Canadians, that we don't see thousands of Canadians are being lost to this illness, to this crisis. If there's a solution that's based on evidence, that's based on expert advice, that's going to save lives, I'm open to that. Yes, thank you so much. I'll have a just chat with everybody else. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Jagmeet,
Yes.
you don't have to bring him back.
Oh, I don't have to bring it back. Hi, yeah. Hey, how are you?